Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I talked about this briefly on Sunday, but let's talk about it for a little bit here. 1979-80 OPC sealed case authenticated by BCCE just sold with the buyer's premium for $3.7 million US. 4.9 to 5 million, depends on who you're using for converter. 4.9 million, 5 million Canadian dollars for a sealed case of hockey cards that was made and manufactured in London, Ontario, and then purchased and held in a basement for like literally 45 years. The case is the same age as me. Imagine that, 45, let's go. Great things happened in 1979. $5 million. Listen, what does that mean for the hobby? It means the hobby is alive. I try to explain to people this high-end stuff like an asset class like art. It's just absolutely mind-blowing to me, and it's outstanding for the hobby. It's a huge win for hockey cards, and it's a huge win for Canada. If you've been following the space for the last few years, hockey is a category that hasn't quite caught up to everything else, especially stateside, and you're starting to see that change almost instantly. I mean, everybody, every outlet, every influencer, every major player in the space hasn't stopped talking about it. I really want to know who bought it. I want to know who bought it. I want to know what they're going to do with it. Are you keeping it? Are you opening it? If you watched my video earlier, I kind of explained a little bit more about what's in the case. People are always asking about, do I grade? Do I not grade? Well, can I get a 10 and I get my money back? It's not that simple. But at the end of the day, what it is it's a one of a kind. It's the only one known to exist. It's of the greatest hockey player ever. People talk about, generations, this and that. Listen, he's got, I think, 70 records. I don't even think he's just the greatest hockey player ever. He's the greatest athlete ever. And don't at me, because I think he really is. And I'm not the biggest hockey fan. I'm like a football fan first. I'm just saying, his records speak for themselves. Even if you prorate everything, I think. And people will say, well, if he played today. Well, half these guys, if they played then and they had to meet Marty McSorley or Bob Probert, who knows what they do. Anyway, back to cards. $5 million. If that is not healthy sale, if that doesn't show you how real deal, hockey and baseball cards have become in the year 2024, well, give Mike Rubin a follow, give Upper Deck a follow, give Tops a follow. If you don't follow us, give us a follow and have a watch, and you'll see just not only how explosive it is, but how much fun it is. And stuff like this just really creates more of that excitement. So that's it. I don't really have anything else to say. Congratulations to the buyer. Congrats to Heritage Auction House Jason for the find. Amazing. I think that whoever you are, wherever you are in the hobby, you have to be happy for the sale, for Heritage, for the customer, because of what it means for the whole space. So big congrats, hockey cards to the world, baby.